Well, hey there, it's Elka.
And Jen, hello. Hi.
The two of us are here to help you if you're a minted seller. And have you considered Zazzle? We're going to talk to you today about that because there's so many of our clients that we have just, from the last 7 years of our coaching, Zazzle designers, we've had so many people come from Minted who love Zazzle. So, and then it turns out there's a lot of people who started on Zazzle and then they go to Minted. And maybe they like it because, you get to go to a camp Minted every year, you make lots of friends. But have you ever considered how many things you have to jump through in terms of hoops in order to actually even get, on the Minted platform and have your designs showcased? And then it's limited as to what you can post in your own little profile area. And you actually don't their pay scale is kind of weird as well. Yes, there are some people that are very specifically Minted aligned and they don't want to move away from that. But we know many people that are actually on both. And there's advantages, right? Some people are tired of Minted, and so they actually completely go over to Zazzle, and it also allows you to expand beyond what Minted offers in terms of some home decor and some posters and some artwork, etc. But it's also really, really nice if you have both going, because there's ways to profit from the things that you may have submitted on Minted and then they didn't get accepted. So you can put those on Zazzle and sell them anyway because they're probably darn good. And then also the expansion of the other products that you might be able to add your designs to that don't even have anything to do with the occasions that Minted offers, as opportunities for customers to purchase, and any of their physical goods. And so we want to just get some discussion going here because, yes, we've helped countless Minted designers who are on Minted and they go like, I'm tired of Minted. And yeah, it's a lot of work. And there are like a ton of really good Minted designers who've sort of kept their spot as top designers. So it's probably really hard nowadays to actually get in to the elite clique, I almost said, in order to even benefit from anything that Minted has to offer. There are certain, obviously, benefits to Minted. They have a wider, like a bigger number of visits to their site, and they offer, like, they do a lot of promotion, and it's very specific for occasions and invitations. There is that sort of side hustle of some, home decor type things, and I think they even have some material stuff now, like what Spoonflower offers. But the most part is invitation stationery core, right? And so what you want to know is, as a Minted seller or designer, are you happy there? And if you're not happy there, there might be another home for you, in that you can be on Zazzle, or you can be on Zazzle and on Minted, which we know that there's quite a few people that do that. And it's a lovely way to expand your ability to earn and get more money per year. And so I don't know if, Jen, you want to add anything to this, but that's the really important part, is there are a lot of ways, permutations, combinations that you can use Minted and be a seller on Minted, but still be very effective at selling on your own on the Zazzle platform in all of the occasions areas that you're currently trying to either get into on Minted or already selling at least something on Minted, because you're not even able to sell a lot of different designs, you just sell a few. And by having this opportunity to list all the other designs that you've come up with, or just even expand because you want to sell more things, you get that extra opportunity on Zazzle that you wouldn't get on Minted.
Yes, no, it's very true. And then coming back to like Minted and Zazzle, and then also even Etsy, we just did a video about Etsy. They're all completely different platforms. And I know that Minted did have sort of like this, I want to say, like when Zazzle and Minted first sort of became things, Minted was more of like the high end designer, where designers would go to that Minted just to have that status to say that they designed on Minted. And Zazzle has definitely upped their game in terms of the professionalism and also the luxuriousness of the products that are being promoted online. So as well, not only that I'm comparing like Minted and Zazzle, but as Minted designers, if you had that status and that was sort of something that you wanted as your repertoire, Zazzle offers that luxury high end quality, because they're always improving their manufacturers and suppliers, etc. And then also the fact that you don't have to then compete to have certain designs being published on their homepage or selected for competitions and things like that. And we know personally some of the information that happens, and like the information slash the things that go on in the back end of Minted, not because we were Minted designers particularly, but we actually have some clients who have come from Minted and realized the powerfulness of the Zazzle platform and has switched over because it's such a high demand job, almost like where you're designing multiple different designs almost a year in advance just to get to their holiday selection, for example. And so it's this high, like very hot, fast paced and a lot more of a demanding designing job, I want to say. And with Zazzle, you're able to work at your own pace. Obviously, as business coaches, Elka and I were going to tell you, you can't just post a product for sale the day before the event happens, like Christmas. I had a fun story about that, where I thought that I could post a product, December 20th and have it sell on December 25th. But there's no pressure in terms of having to complete certain projects for certain deadlines, and then also for certain competitions to be chosen to have your design selected or even promoted on their website. And so Zazzle is a lot more flexible. And also, getting back to my point of like the luxurious of it, Zazzle's offered so many different paper product types and so many amazing different styles and paper qualities that you can make very elegant invitations on the Zazzle platform as well.
Yeah. And that's the other really fun part, is that we also help people who are physical invitation designers that aren't on Minted, but they have their own website. They're high end, like even CC New York, if you remember. Well, she's still around, but she used to sell postage stamps on Zazzle, because that's a place where she could sell postage stamps. We don't do that, like they don't have that anymore, which is unfortunate. But because there is that opportunity now, as even individual wedding designers or any sort of stationary designers that have a lot of physical products that they sell anywhere else besides Minted. Like they might start as a physical designer and then think that Minted is the way to go. And then they realize that Minted has quite a few things that they have to you have to jump through hoops to get accepted and then listed, etc. That's not the case on Zazzle. There is no competition. You can put up whatever you want. And I think that it allows you, as even a Minted designer, to test out designs. And obviously you want to have something new and original and minted, but once you design something, you get a taste for how it should look. There's always an opportunity to design something like even a little bit better on Minted then, and be better off at getting accepted in the contests and be the winners, so that it's like a testing ground. There's so many ways to use Zazzle, and also just to expand as your own, have Zazzle be your website that you can build from. And then even work with like Minted, your kind of your ability to be showcased, whereas on Zazzle you get a lot more opportunity to integrate it with your own website, or have just the Zazzle store be your website. And I think there's marketing involved there, and there's ability to license things to even other places besides Minted if you're a little bit outside of Minted, because Zazzle's the platform. It's not your brand. And even though on Minted you do get the ability to brand yourself, you're not as showcased, if that makes sense. You're still minted. And I think if you want to build a career and make yourself more like accessible as a wedding designer and maybe even come into the physical space later or have your own website, the Zazzle's just a really great part of the plan, if that makes any sense. And I think you have to think along those lines, not just I want to sell so many invitations. You want to consider yourself building your own name and your own brand, and Zazzle allows you to do that. In addition to not having to work so hard.
Very true. Okay, well, to wrap up to this video, because we do have a masterclass happening in the next week, so anyone who's a minted designer who wants to potentially get into the Zazzle realm of selling with print on demand, then you can sign up for our free masterclass. It's called How to Amplify Your Zazzle Sales in 1 Month. And the link is in the description of this video down below, wherever you're watching it, on YouTube or on Facebook. And today is October 18th, so you can sign up and join our free masterclass by clicking that link and invite anybody of your friends. I mean, when we first started out being mentors and coaches on Zazzle, we've reached out a lot to Zazzle designers. But then over the years of our coaching, because we've been coaching for almost 8 years now, we've actually seen a fluctuation of people coming from Etsy and Minted to come to Zazzle, just because over the years of their own career on that individual platform, they've realized it's a lot of work, or they want to maybe expand and not have all their eggs in one basket when it comes to income coming in. And so if you're a minted designer, or you have a friend who's a minted designer, or you don't even know what a minted designer is, either way, maybe you want to just start an online business, and you're just watching this video here because you're part of our community and you have no idea what minted is, you're very much welcome to come to this masterclass. And also just know, in general, even if we're not having a masterclass at the point of when you're watching this video, because it will be posted as a true YouTube video, Elke and I, we are coaches and mentors, and we teach people how to make money online with Zazzle. And so if you are interested in learning more about how you can also start your own online store, then her and I are here to help guide you with that.
Yeah, so subscribe and like this video and watch the rest of the videos that we have. They're all very informative and help you get a good sense of what's going on. They also are full of actionable steps that you can take, and then we'll hopefully see you at one point in our coaching community so that you can excel and get to higher and higher levels of earnings.
Yes. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Take care.